on the favored side, and Dexter another man to be keeping an eye on. Dooley's out for 2. That's xertioN, not unconnected, not a new player from the Academy League.
Not yet.
Close combat with the Dooley's, comes out big, bomb dropped as well, looking for more fights here onto James. Can't quite connect, but he's doing all the damage and he's still fighting. So many bullets in the chamber. Eventually has to go for that reload, but he has support as well. That bomb is just sitting in his grasp and he still fights. xertioN doing everything here in Cave.
He's doing well, isn't he? That's the bomb drop. Fame now needs to waste his Molotov to force them back. Going into the fight, but it's actually Torji with another pair of dual Berettas to just make this one uncomfortable.
So many more pistols to MOUZ. You can see why it's coming out ahead for them. James trying to get something done, but there's xertioN again. Split, what can he do? Well, he can get Torji and maybe some dual Berettas if he wants them. No, going to be the PT-50. He swaps to, and there's JDC on the flank.
Yeah, good pistol by MOUZ. They lock it in on that CT side. It's the dual Berettas up close and personal in towards Cave. You can just fire down so much bullets into the opponents, and it's so difficult. xertioN off to a hot start.
Yeah, and he's been looking hot on these sides. He looked really good on Mirage for a couple of rounds there that were really up to him, pulling off some nice multi-kills, so good to see him getting off strong. But yeah, Torji's the man we want to be keeping an eye on as this progresses. He got a couple of kills there in the pistols, or 1 kill in the pistol with 2 bullets. But yeah, he's definitely a player to watch. And Dexter as well towards ramp. He can be quite a nuisance. He always loves to go for these aggressive plays.
Yeah, and that could potentially catch off outsiders. You cast your mind back to the Fluxo game. It's just constant aggression and it's controlled. But the thing is, it makes it so difficult for outsiders to really establish any sort of presence on the map. They like to go into this routine. They like to make sure that James has every piece, every little scrap of information possible before they execute on towards a bomb site.
Did well feeling that silence there, Brandon, where I was getting ready to set you up for the rap verse. We had the beat coming through for a technical, but no, not going to be the place. It's going to be now the second round. All the guns come out for MOUZ, and for outsiders, once again, it is Iniko.
Yeah, we'll make sure they got the utility. So important, especially on a map like Ancient. Here is where, again, this battle is going to take place and unfold. Mid, how are MOUZ going to address this? Well, currently, it's just a little bit more passive and allowed outsiders a little bit of breathing room, but here comes Frozen.
Yeah, and Torji can support with that MP9 as well in towards Red House, but might not even be needed. Okay, there's 1 kill at the tail end. The bomb has been dropped, and xertioN finds Fame. A very easily dealt with eco.
Easy peasy. Makes sense as well. For the outsiders, it's going to be interesting to see how they set this one up. What's interesting to me, you take a look at ancient times of old. On that CT side, it's normally JDC over on the A bomb site. There's been a couple of games recently that MOUZ have been playing where specific teams target him on the A bomb site. An A bomb site is a difficult nut to crack, but if they eliminate JDC over there, who knows?
The issue is you're also dealing with Frozen in towards Donut, who has been the star performer for this MOUZ squad recently. Basically, since the changes have come through, they've really benefited him. Kicker looking for the opening, gonna find it. xertioN now emerges from the smoke. An immediate trade comes through, and Flick can't get one in response. But Norbert, he's starting to creep up. There's a UMP here, and Dexter does it. Looking for a second as well. This man makes the UMP look good.
Yeah, he keeps buying it, doesn't he? Keeps finding the multi-kills. There is JDC, but wins out the battle onto Fame, lurking out towards A main, and now it's just Flit. 1 versus 4. That bomb is completely isolated.
xertioN fires off a warning shot as well. Flit looking for anything here, making his way down. Dexter has got this one on lockdown. Upgrades his UMP to the AK as well. Flashbang come through for the peak. Flit goes for the swing, going for the aim. Can't quite connect the shots. Eventually does, but he's brought down low. Now JDC is on his tail. Can still piece this one together, but it gets a little bit more tricky.
This is an interesting reposition, but JDC concedes the space. 40 seconds left. Flit doesn't look like he's going to go for this one at all. So now the question is, can MOUZ hunt him? And can they do it successfully without losing too many players?
Yeah, that's the key thing. You want to keep 3 of these rifles alive, so I don't blame them if they sit passive, try and hold, checking periodically to see if he crosses. And that's what JDC is doing, and Flit punishes. A good kill, but that's all it's going to be. 20 seconds left. He's going for a very long flank.
Oh, hello.
The difficulty is where that bomb is positioned, the fact that he has to find 2 players and he has to go quiet, because as soon as he makes a noise here, everything is revealed. So he's slowly going to creep up. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Swings out to the first. Now all xertioN has to do is live, and he does that exactly right.
Yeah, but look, that's a 1 versus 4. He takes 3 down. on his way in. And that was a little bit of a bonus for MOUZ, but at the same time, it's really good damage, just kind of offsetting the economy early on. So despite Outsiders not winning that round, honestly, best case scenario considering the position they found themselves in.
Yeah, right. That was 1v4, as you mentioned. Just to be able to take down 3 players is huge and almost gets in grasp of even potentially taking the round. Just not enough time to do so. And off the back of it, he's actually going to have this AK into this round because he kept hold of it. And the rest of the team around him, because it's the save T side, obviously they can't fully invest. And so he's got this hero rifle to lead the charge.
Contact playing towards A. xertioN. He's so proactive.
Look at the setup. JDC is the only one over here, but Torji has the AWP and starts to rotate. No contact in mid. The fact that they've gone quiet, suspecting that something might be up. That Molotov's definitely going to be revealing it. Torji has an open bomb site to now take these shots from. That's the first connecting, but JDC gets cleared. And now the smoke does come through and there's no vision.
Here comes the rotations. Frozen's got to try and push in another flashbang. Going to halt his progress for just a moment. Now chiming in with JDC. James, he's moved in. Norbert's taking the contact. Torji could be baited perfectly. Nice shot. Is he ready for James? No, absolutely not. And he's playing the trigger discipline. He's just waiting. Torji removed. AWP recovered.
That's a fantastically played by James. xertioN's going to get caught up from behind as well, but no, Swivel just in time. But Dexter has been smoked off, which moves it all now onto xertioN. Has a smoke of his own that he's going to deploy to try and play around, and they know where at least James is, and he's got him on an elevated angle looking for the fight. xertioN, he does it all for MOUZ.
That's really well played by xertioN. Immortal on the side of MOUZ, and there's plenty of time to defuse with the kit. Just him staying alive in Donut. Has to deal with the player in mid first, dispatches of him, and then, again, it's an up and over position, the elevation to his advantage.
Tell you what, a well-executed round from Outsiders for what they brought into that. That was the hero AK and then upgraded pistols. They set that up perfectly.
Again, that's elements of just kind of what I was saying before, right? JDC the target, and it works out. Even with the partial investment, they still get a bomb plant.
Make it so expensive for MOUZ as well. They are still able to fully invest into this one, but they're not feeling comfortable, and that's where Outsiders can start to punish. They've got all the guns out now, James with the AWP as well. So that's a play to be keeping an eye on at the moment. He's just sitting back, holding passive, looking at ramp.
Flashing towards middle. Flit. Maybe contesting this position. xertioN gets smoked off early this time in towards Jaguar. So whilst he has got the control, he can't push, but that's where Dexter chimes in.
This is the Dexter special pushing down to ramp, looking for this fight, but the flashbang is perfect in response. xertioN, though, he's going to catch them off guard. They're holding for Dexter, and that's where xertioN strikes. But Kickert, unaccounted for. Dexter not acting like he's aware there's a player there.
Look at this, though. Double donut. Very difficult to try and break. Frozen is here, and JDC is reinforcing him. Flashbang in, not even required. Frozen steps in.
Great opening kills for MOUZ. No response from the other side of the server. Torji fires off a shot and falls back, so there is a gap now in towards top mid. But they know that the AWP was there, so they're feeling uncomfortable, feeling like Donut has to be the play, and that's where JDC can come through. Doesn't matter that Frozen was brought low, because that double Donut setup comes into play.
And now with no money, I feel like you can only really either head in towards B or just save. Hold face, Kicker already backing up potentially. But that bomb is making inroads towards this site.
We've seen James pull off some pretty phenomenal rounds here. Shot fired off towards Dexter. Nice HT to slow things down. And without getting that opener, that's it.
Yeah, fullback. Makes sense. All right. So that's nice. You got that 1-2 combination of Dexter pushing the issue initially, xertioN swinging out through that smoke that Outsiders put down, and then he just escapes back into the shadows. Outsiders can't trade effectively on it.
Yeah, I mean, xertioN's out here 9 for 0 at the moment, right? He's having a field day. They're putting him into all these power positions where you put your superstar players, right? In fact, over on Mirage, he was playing in towards stairs connector positions. You actually often see the AWP player. So maybe that's actually been to a bit of a detriment for Torji, but it's not being a detriment here on Ancient.
We haven't even discussed Ancient just as a map in its entirety, right? Because we've got to add context, got to add layers to this map, because look, it's very CT-sided. MOUZ, they've got off to a hot start in each one of these maps so far in this series. Outsiders have always found an opportunity to work their way back in. And with this tactical timeout being called in, that's ideal. Typically, for Ancient, you look for maybe like 5 or 6 rounds on the T side. 6 would be amazing, especially because we are seeing a slight shift, especially at the higher echelons of Tier 1 Counter-Strike, where these T sides have been a little bit more potent recently.
Yeah, exactly. And MOUZ is a team that performs well on the T side generally. They did struggle a little bit on Mirage, and on Inferno it was only those 6 rounds to close it out. But here on Ancient, they definitely feel a little bit more at home.
A testament to that is if you just look at the rounds won in total by MOUZ and Outsiders, it's very even, both 50-50. So that's what sets this one up for a very exciting decider. MOUZ, they take the lead early, but will there be a rebuttal?
Yeah, Outsiders need to get one onto the board. This could be the opportunity to do it. They have forced around these rifles that were saved over. It's Nor, but he's now delegated onto that Tech 9, and there's a Galil for Flit. xertioN looking to take this contact in towards Jaguar. Good utility damage early. Flit, he is limping, but James is twisted up here. Well-timed flashbang to allow Dexter to cross.
Yeah, that's really nice. And now xertioN, he's here on the boost. James brought down low, but it's not quite the kill conversion. And now he can just sit back in. Torji's rotated over too.
Yeah, well, this utility early is doing exactly what it is intended to do. Torji, if he misses this shot, Dexter can sling. It's a fantastic setup, and Outsiders want nothing to do with it. They're bailing immediately, brought down low, and they don't want to continue fighting this.
There's still information, though. You've got Frozen that's in towards the pocket position on mid. He's holding for a cross in case they try to retake the space. And now, with these rotations, they can scramble back over MOUZ, and they can even just put players back in. The issue you have is JDC once again left alone.
And here's Dexter. He's making noise. So Flit is hearing everything here. Dexter has to be careful he doesn't wide swing this and not account for Flit, but he's just going to back off. Gets the information, and Flit gets information too. Here's that backing up being so noisy. Doesn't seem to matter. They're still committing out towards the A-bomb side. Torji with the AWP looking for this initial contact. Molotov comes through and a missed shot from Torji. JDC, he's found one and Dexter catches off the lurk. So it's looking good for MOUZ, but Torji, he's still tucked in here and he hits the shot. Now Fame trying to make his way forward, trying to get something, but xertioN is not allowing it.
Yeah, it's just really well played outside as they get funneled into this A-main position because so much control has already been established without too much resistance. James now looking to try and hold on to the AWP, but JDC is about to backstab him.
Yeah, there's no way he holds on to this one. Might even try and catch him after time here, but no, they're looking for the hunt. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Okay, that's a no-scope. Maybe there is a chance he survives this, but yeah, they don't actually want to give up any more guns. The economy, I mean, it's pretty good, but yeah, they don't want to try it.
Of course, it's James with another no-scope here at Rotterdam. But yeah, he does retain it. He does keep it over. So it is still something to work with. But MOUZ are off to a hot streak, 6 rounds in a row. And it's all based off the fact that Dexter and xertioN are working in tandem to get all of this space up towards Shelf. And that allows Frozen just to kind of be on his own in towards middle. Because even if he gets traded upon, even if the kill comes in early for Outsiders, xertioN can just swing on over.
Here's this mid-presence being felt, though. They're trying to contest this one. Well, not going to be happening. JDC and Frozen, they find both players out towards mid, and that's such a pivotal part of the map. We saw it on the round prior. Now this one, it is the pistols around the AWP, so we've got a bit of time to kind of talk about the importance of map control on a map like Ancient for the T side, and we saw that in the prior round where they had no control out towards mid, and that allows Frozen that advanced position. Dexter, as soon as he gets the information towards lane, they know exactly that it's going towards A, and that's why it's important on the T side, you have to take either lane control or mid.
Yeah, you really do. And what's interesting about this as well is where they're being so proactive over towards B ramp and finding the successes, it means the rotations can quickly come over to support JDC. Multiple times now we've seen Torji rotate over to this position in towards CT. He's even taken the first contact, and JDC's response, well, he can take one kill and then back in behind the smoke, and he's got Frozen there as well.
Flawless start to MOUZ on this CT side. How you feeling about your prediction now, Brandon?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, gonna be honest, but you know, it's fine. Can't get them all right.
That's true. It is the CT side as well. It can be a little bit tricky to break that on the attack, but MOUZ, they are looking in control. Calm and collected, going for these hunts, not letting them take over any rifle at all. That AWP, it has to be reinvested if they want to use it.
You've already started to see shades of it, but Outsiders need to start putting more pressure in towards middle because this fight over towards B ramp and Shelf, it's just not working at all. And then when they try to go for a little bit of a faster play, it gets shut down by Frozen.
Yeah, it felt like that round they were actually trying to test the waters, right? They send in the pistol players. Well, obviously, there's only one rifle in the AWP, but they use the pistol round as an opportunity to see what the mid-presence looks like from MOUZ early on, and they get a taste for it. They know that these positions are going to be pre-fired. They know where that utility is coming through. Now the guns come out, they have a bit more of a read on the situation.
Yeah, they do. I mean, look, instant Molotov being dropped in, double up for MOUZ on the incendiary front. James, he's just going quite aggressive. JDC, this time he's helping out in middle, and there's a gap.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll see Ts go for the rear aggress because that initial utility is so strong. It's kind of like Banana in that way, where you sort of let the CTs take control early, and then you can do this. Flit walks through and finds Frozen.
That's much better. That means that torgi now has to come and reinvest forces back over towards middle. That sniper has to be providing overwatch, and that means James still got room to wiggle on A.
JDC just walks into Fame's crosshair. torgi, a lot of pressure on him, but xertioN has dealt with Flit, and xertioN's finding Kickert as well. It's a one-man army. The X Factor triples up.
What a round. Now, they need to capitalize on this. Look at James. He's all the way in towards Donut now, holding off rotations, starving MOUZ of the map control over towards A. The issue you have is that torgi can rotate. Nobody's home, so that bomb, it can be planted at the very least, but there's no more utility.
Yeah, James does not have a lock to work with to lock down Donut, and that's going to be a vital rotation position. In fact, xertioN's even starting to make his way on the long flank, so they can hold down 3 positions. Norbert, the pressure's on him with that rifle.
It all comes into the timing of these peaks, though, because if they go in one by one, it allows an opportunity for outsiders to work their way back in.
Yeah, Norbert's repositioning pushes in towards Temple. James at the off angle, looking like the first contact, taking the fight onto Dexter, but he comes out ahead, which puts now everything onto Norbert, and he's been spotted by xertioN. The retake comes through for MOUZ, but really, xertioN 4 in the round, all on that triple he got.
And James has to be proactive in towards Donut because of the positioning from Norbert. Where he rotates in towards Temple, his flank is now not being watched on the bomb site. So James is trying to take the initiative, catch the player off guard with a Tech 9, upgrade himself to a rifle, but it just doesn't quite pan out as anticipated. But it is back to what we're saying, right? xertioN, it's his heroics on shelf again, but it's that contact in middle.
Yeah, it's a 3v5 that gets converted into a 3v2 at the end because xertioN just kills 3 players immediately. You can't account for that. 15 for 1, he is not being able to be countered. He's just having a field day out towards lane and shelf.
He is. Now outsiders put pressure back in. Good grenade. The spam not quite converting to a kill. There's early damages being done on the side of outsiders. They're bleeding.
xertioN has deployed a deep smoke to play around again. He's been doing this time after time, playing with these spams as well. He's coming out ahead every single time. See how worried they are. Now they're putting a bit of pressure on towards him, and Molotov, that's going to force him off.
It is, but then you look at the rest of the utility. They've only got 3 flashbangs now. Make it a 4th. Just one has been picked up. xertioN hunting forward. Kickert will find him. Dexter trying to come in with the trade. Jaguar finally acquired by the outsiders.
They actually deal with xertioN. That's the difference maker here, and a chance for outsiders to get there first because they desperately need it. There's 8 for MOUZ. They've already won out the half, and there's still so many more to play for. Dexter, he's now looking for the response, pushing down ramp, and JDC's caught Flit.
Yeah, but it's this gap. Look, working their way out. Dexter, he is thinning the herd, but at the same time, Fame, his position is everything. If he catches out JDC here, it's essential, but JDC, he's tucked in the corner. He can stop the plant.
Yeah, James didn't spot him. Gonna be caught out as he goes for the plant, but now he's aware, and look at this reposition from Fame, trying to take the fight. JDC does not feel confident swinging out, and Norbert was tucked in the corner the whole time. JDC trying his hardest now to deal with James, but he's just sitting behind the boxes, firing off the shots, brought so low. JDC just wants to finish the job, and he runs out of bullets. It's a no-scope from James, and now Frozen arrives, and somehow James is standing. The USB eventually does the job. Frozen swaps to the AWP, spots the shoulder, but Fame wins it out.
Oh my goodness me, James, you can't do that. You're tucking in, creeping your way around the box, and you still hit a no-scope. JDC was set up for success, but it just was not enough. The difference maker there is, you're right, dealing with xertioN, but also having Norbert on this late lurk to catch off Dexter in mid.
Can't believe James gets away with that. JDC felt a little uncomfortable there. He didn't feel confident going for that fight, and it's because Fame had established all that control. He was waiting for a swing that never came, and it meant that he just didn't want to swing and fight James.
It's not consecutive rounds on the board for the outsiders, but it's consecutive rounds where they've made a lot of coverage in towards this A bomb site. Now the element of conditioning starts to creep forward, and now look at middle. Flit, he's so close to JDC.
Sitting on the other side of the red house. JDC peering through the gap. Flit doing the same on the other side, but Flit is low. So a couple of bullets would do the job.
That position's nice from JDC, though. He's tucked in, and now he's covering the cross towards Donut. So Frozen can peek. And look at this setup in Jaguar. xertioN and dexter ready to shut this one down.
Yeah, they nerfed this as well to make it harder to sit in there, but if you tuck all the way in playing anti-flash, you see the gun barrel, it's not quite sticking out. He's holding just the slither angle to allow it to tuck in. So you can do this bait and switch setup. This is a response to that aggression that came through to Jaguar on the round prior.
It's still going to be A though. Flashes out in towards mid, allows a peek, and then the kills come through. JDC trades onto the AWP, but that's where Flitch strikes. Look at the room. torgi needs to hit this shot.
Well, they're not ready for him. It doesn't matter. Dexter adjusts, and now they're not ready for Fame either, but torgi is here. And now, what does xertioN do? It all pins onto him, repositioning.
They're going to head A. They're going to go for this. No mid control. xertioN could backstab Norbert. It all comes onto this fight. xertioN comes out on top. In fact, it was Kicker. Norbert, normally the mid lurker, but now has to do it all for himself.
Not spotted by torgi on this jump across. And xertioN is holding a fine line, so Norbert is going to try and punch these digits in, but there's xertioN swinging out, well handled in the clutch.
He's doing everything for his side. 17-2 right now.
Ooh.
MOUZ keep on knocking down the door of outsiders, and they are really in their authority.
I don't think anyone is questioning the decision to bring him into the roster.
No.
What a path he is having.
That was really cool, though, because it was actually that flash to allow that peek in from Frozen. That was thrown out from Cave, a little sliver crack to allow Frozen to find information on middle. Unfortunately, it meets his demise, but it's still a cool idea. MOUZ supporting each other from anywhere on the map.
Oh, it's going to be fast. Pace now, a nice dink on Dexter as well. Kick it leading the charge, but xertioN's still on the side. He's holding the spray while he was blinded, but the Tech-9s come up with the kills. torgi, he's smoked off now. Doesn't feel like he can take this fight.
Frozen, he's here. He's already in Cave. Smoked off, though, by outsiders. After plants need to come in. Are they even going to go for this? That's the question, because look at the money. It's so weak, because despite MOUZ having a commanding lead, these rounds have been close.
Yeah, who would have thought pace would be the answer for outsiders, right?
Yeah, and what's interesting as well is on Dust 2, they just really could not get it going, especially when they had the partial buys. They went for these aggressive plays in. Fluxo was just shutting them down, especially. This time on Ancient, though, where there's a little bit less angles to clear, you can really just direct your attack with the smokes. It's a lot easier.
Frozen has to be careful here. They might try and swing onto him, but they are just wanting to hold on to their, well, armor, I guess. They didn't really pick up too much. Just that 1M4 for Kicker and an AK for Flip. The 3 rifles do stay over for MOUZ. They get to continue fighting. Smile on James' face, all things considered.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but look, it's 9-2 right now. The best case scenario for outsiders is 6, right? And that would put them in a really dominant position going forward, despite MOUZ already being really dominant.
Yeah, good time for the tech timeout. Don't want to let them get any consecutive rounds here. That one was just the pistols upgraded. So if they've got the rifles out, they can do so much more damage. Even though they've struggled so far, that momentum starts to kick in.
What's crazy is you take a look at the partial investments from the outsiders. You cast your mind back to where they first made inroads towards A. It was just a couple of pistols that allowed the success to come in. Again, they do it, but this time on the other bomb site.
9-2, can MOUZ get double digits? Plenty of opportunities to do so. Still, 4 rounds left in this half to play out. UMP once again for Dexter. Got a double with that one earlier. Got an ace on day 1, making the SMG work, but it's not the weapon he'd like to be working with, and that's a result of this pressure that outsiders have been continuously putting on. xertioN, once again, eyes on him. He was taken out early, and that can be a disaster for this squad.
It can be, but JDC's found James. Trying to creep his way forward in towards A. JDC now to be retested because there's more players approaching.
Well, there it is. Fame comes through with the kill. JDC was trying to reposition there, and Fame has also picked up the AWP and dealt with Frozen. The A bomb site now completely open, and Kick It sitting in the smoke. Wants to punish xertioN's tricks, but no, xertioN is ready for it. He's wise for it, but it doesn't matter. Fame, the secondary AWP for the squad, making him look like James with a few nice kills. 2 versus 2 now as this retake commences.
It does, but look at Norbert, advanced positioning, taking Temple. They have to be careful, though, because the flank is on. xertioN coming through A main. torgi scoping up towards Donut. Norbert, his position could be everything. He spots out xertioN.
This is tricky. They're both going to be coming from the same position, but also they might not be accounted for because of this. xertioN going to make his way across and not spot anyone. Norbert, he's accounted for now. It's all into Fame. Open this round up, but the bomb's being defused, and xertioN, of course, hits another.
I don't think anyone would have predicted this performance from xertioN, but I mean, what a game. And I mean, what a moment to bring it out as well. It's the final map of this semi-final at ESL Challenger Rotterdam. You're going 20-3.
That's absurd. First half's not even over yet. There's still plenty of rounds left to play. And he's already out here on 20 kills. Dominant performance. I mean, look at this.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's unprecedented. I mean, what can you do against it if you're outsiders? The game plan's working. They're making their way forward on towards the A bomb site, but they're being punished time and time again. That mid lurk is always accounted for, and xertioN always finds the kill.
There is no one on double digits, and xertioN's out on 20 kills.
Wild.
A the play. They've had some success here finding entries. JDC, as you mentioned, being punished. They'll drop a smoke to give him something to work with. The utility from outsiders is good. Frozen, he's lost in the smoke as well as JDC, but no one is going down. There's the kill on the JDC. Frozen might go unaccounted for though. Oh my god, peering over the smoke. Torchy's found one in Fame, and Norbert chime in for two of their own.
They can, but look at this. Already a quick rotation. xertioN's made his way through towards Donut, and it's the one player you do not want to unpick this retake. He's already found the kill on towards Norbert, but James deals with him.
All right, Dexter, 1 versus 3. Can you repeat the brilliance of your superstar rifler? No, not quite. Fame on the flank is going to get 3 for outsiders.
Already an adjustment as well when towards middle. Rather than taking shell for outsiders and then be in the middler, Kickert came in late through that elbow position. So this time, he doesn't have to deal with xertioN, but the pace change is what catches outsiders off guard because he was already there as soon as the bomb was planted.
Yeah, and the fact that JDC and Frozen don't get a kill, they're both on the site ready to fight this. Dropped a defensive smoke, trying to play around the boxes, and they don't come up good. And into this round, MOUZ don't have a lot to work with.
Golden opportunity for 4. Essential for the outsiders. You cannot trip over your own shoelaces here. You cannot fall foul to these Deagles.
Just holding the slither gap, setting off crosses. There's a bit of a pixel line there where you can spot any players making their way across the ledge. Kicker in towards Ram, looking like a readjustment towards the B bomb site. There are 3 players here from MOUZ. They're making good ground. The boost up from James. Dexter, he baits out the shot, but James has not fallen off.
Another rotation. 4 players are committed to this B bomb site. But as outsiders take control in towards middle, they don't need to commit.
Good re-smoke to slow things down as well. In towards Jaguar, that's blocked off. Fame's taking space elsewhere to try and cause these rotations to come through, but outsiders do seem pretty keen on the B bomb site.
Yeah, they do, but they've caught Frozen's attention here. It actually, amazingly enough, comes to xertioN again because he's being baited in. Frozen's even found Fame on the lurk.
That's a big kill to find, but a lot of pressure now on xertioN. Being cleared does the damage, but can't finish the job. Frozen has picked up the AK and rotates over. Can still make this one work. JDC, though, called off now for Frozen. Let's save the AK into the final round.
Yeah, definitely do it. So it will be a 4th round on the board for outsiders. Is even going to be allowed the opportunity to save because Flit is here in towards middle. James, I think he spotted him on the cross.
I think he's aware of Flit, though. It looked like he heard that. And ooh, a nice adjustment to deal with Flit. But now they're just going to throw bodies. Frozen, well, he's going to deal with them.
Maybe not a good idea as well. They could definitely buy into the last round of the first half, but you don't want to throw away the AWP, James.
Yeah, he'll be wanting that one. Got a nice opener onto Dexter. That fight in towards ramp going his way eventually. All right, so 4 on the board for outsiders and in a pretty good position to get to 5. That loss bonus isn't firmly established from MOUZ because it has been back and forth in this run from outsiders at the end, which means they're not going to be working with everything they need.
Similar storylines to what we've seen in all maps in this series so far. However, the difference you've now got is that MOUZ look a lot more of a dominant force. We have to take into account it is that CT side of Ancient, but if outsiders get 5 here, that's a lifeline back in.
It is. xertioN on the T side can also be incredibly dynamic, but it can't just be xertioN, and that's the problem. Mentioned it before, xertioN, 20 plus kills. The rest of the team, no one's on double digits except for Frozen with those last couple of exits.
Yeah, but you can kind of account those off because it wasn't really that much impact that he was finding. Now he's thinking about taking the fight towards middle, thinks better of it, and he's trying to support JDC. Here's that conditioning coming in because Torgy, he's only on the Deagle, but he's helping out middle.
This is such a cool boost. You can catch both angles, and it's a really hard one to clear. You hold in towards Jaguar because that's where the first contact comes, but then you can swing over and deal with ramp.
That's why that Molotov that now comes in and lands in this footway is exactly to counter this position.
Well, with one of the 2 rifles in play, you want to set him up for success, and if it is xertioN, I mean, with the way he's fragging, you want him to be elevated to be able to catch someone off guard and open the account for MOUZ.
For sure you do. I'm not sure. I don't think that Flit's been spotted out towards middle. So now they're going to have this crunch if Frozen does swing out on the position. In fact, it's Frozen. He does catch out Flit.
Well timed in the trade spacing, not quite there. Torji gets a nice kill into Fame. He was looking to get the refrag onto Frozen, and Torji punishes with the swing. Now xertioN on this boost can be activated, kick out falls, and they feel they have to go for this. Norbert has found an opening, and xertioN's trying to run through, but he burns alive. That's given them the way in to get this bomb down.
An opportunity, 2 versus 2 on the bomb site. JDC on the flank, but he's a long way off. Jame needs to try and establish control, working his way out towards long. Smoke is blocking Torji's vision. In fact, it's Frozen. He's going to try and peek on in. Norbert being brought down low. Jame needs to step in, trying to support. There it is. 1 versus 2 still on the cards.
Yeah, JDC's got utility as well. Smoke can be deployed. Jame has no vision, but he's lined himself up. Holding on the angle, waiting for it to come through, hits the shot, the adjustment at the very last second. Dropping the flashbang, JDC is sticking this 10 seconds, no kit, and James just gonna run through the smoke to get the 5th round.
Of course it's James. He's inevitable for a clutch in this series. So Outsiders will give themselves stable footing. 5 rounds as they swap over to the defensive side of Ancient. Will they recover, or will MOUZ punch their ticket into the final of Rotterdam? We have the answers to all of these questions in just a few moments.
A dominant half led by xertioN, getting them up to double digits, is brought short by the outsiders at the tail end as they post up 5 going to the CT side.
Well, we all say that pistol rounds are very crucial, but especially to this outsider's side right here, right now. A couple of pieces of utility being purchased as well. On the side of MOUZ, it's just one Molotov, one smoke, one flashbang, and they're direct. All 5 players immediately going towards A.
It's a bit of an unusual one in the pistol round. I can catch them off guard. You can see the presence towards B. There are 4 CTs over there. A rotation coming through. MOUZ aren't making a noise. Without spotting anything, James starts to retreat. Fame, a lot of pressure about to come onto his shoulders.
Yeah, really nice work that he drops in. James can pick up middle. Smoke's flying over. James can now be close to try and rotate in, but you're right, it's Fame. He can't fall, and that's already a goosh.
Yeah, good dink. That's going to force him off. That bomb can now come through, and xertioN can start to take control. Temple can be established, and he can double up with JDC. He's even got a flashbang if he wants to go for a peek.
It's these Glocks against the USPs. They're going to try and take the fight at range. Outsiders weren't expecting that. 1-for-1 trade. It's still a 4 versus 4.
And xertioN's still holding this, and that's a bit of utility thrown through. The fake flashbang, another dink. James, he's brought down low, but the kills are coming through for the CTs. Torchy's forced off the angle. Dexter is rotated all the way through, though. Coming through, gets with the one on the bomb, and he's holding the angle. Dexter tapping James. He's on nothing, but they are protecting him, and Torchy can't do a thing.
How has James stayed alive? Body blocking. Get down, my IGL. Outsiders walk straight in front of him, lock him off, and Dexter cannot find it. Very close. 10-second defuse.
Oh, it was the perfect line for Dexter as well. He even got the first player off the bomb, tapping away with the Glock. Can't quite connect the killing blow.
Just when you think as well, MOUZ, they've taken the control towards Temple. They set up such a dangerous trap for outsiders to walk into with the Glocks. It doesn't matter, though. All the kills just come in a flurry.
And that was with that great control being taken towards Temple as well. They get that gush onto Fame, force him back. They establish control in the post plant. JDC gets the opener. xertioN falls back after the trade. And it feels like a good position to be in, but just sticking the bomb in the smoke, the fact that they managed to push all the rest of the players off, winning those duels, Torchy doesn't feel confident taking the fight.
Gonna invest, though. MOUZ are going to force back into this off the fact that that was really close and they got the bomb down. Don't want to allow outsiders an easy way back into this game. But look, they're playing for the future. You've got a UMP on James, MP9 on Kick It, but 3 M4s.
Dexter was ahead of the curve. You know, if James starts doing it, it's the right thing. UMP is coming out, frozen with the AK for initial contact in towards ramp, playing around the smoke, and Fame is close with this utility. James boosts it up.
This is cool. He can drop the incendiary, run away. It baits in the UMP perfectly. Have to see if this one comes into action because MOUZ, they are trying to take the fight up towards ramp. Frozen, he's forced them back. He's allowed this control.
Yes, fantastic control, but that's exactly the play you're talking about. However, JDC is there to respond, so it's not just a lurk in play. And you can see immediately, outsiders, they think it's towards A. They think that it's Frozen. The normal lurk player is actually not committing with the rest of the team.
This is cool. Now the bomb can be planted. Norbert is here. He's the only defender close. Now he needs to wait for his teammates to come on over.
Yeah, it's a difficult retake here. Not a lot of utility to work with, but a kill from Norbert is a good start. JDC rotating over as well is going to be very late to the party.
He is. It's got 4 versus 2 on the bomb site right now. Retake utility being dropped in, isolating these players on the bomb site. But Torchy, he's fighting his corner. He's trying to stand his ground. Dexter falls in the meantime, but Torchy can only find one.
Yeah, and this is now just JDC. He's completely smoked off, trying to go for the spray here, but they know exactly where he is. The bullet's revealing his position, and the retake is absolutely perfect for outsiders.
It's really well worked. The fact that you've got the smokes coming in on the retake, they're holding their utility, not biting and not really jumping ahead. So the factor is they can isolate these kills on the bomb site. JDC, you're right, he was so late, and then when he's here, we can't find a thing.
Good job from outside, just holding onto those smokes as well so they can block off both of those positions. It never feels comfortable for the T's in that post plant. Torchy almost finds the way in there with that kill out towards long. That can enable a reposition, but you can't cross outside of the pillar. Even with the changes giving you a bit more space to work with, it's very uncomfortable.
It's another bomb plant though, which means that Deagles can be reinvested back in. Aggressive mid-control now being taken from the outsiders and MOUZ. They're regrouping. It could be a quicker one out here towards A.
Yeah, they've been really wanting to put the pressure on towards A. Those changes making it a little bit more enticing to go for. One lurk smoke is deployed. Interesting to see where that one's lands. We don't see too many of these lurk smokes towards A, so it's interesting to see this meta develop.
That's cool, though, because Flick can rotate in towards Donut. They've got presence out towards Shelf. Outsiders can then reinforce middle to allow this extra player to come in here and defend this.
MOUZ aren't committing, though. Start to rotate their players over, and here comes another follow-up bout of utility. Smokes come through. Fame is holding this long line, and that's so difficult to deal with the Deagles. Waiting for this contact to come through. JDC and the team ready to swing on him. Bit of contact taken. Fame doesn't hit the shot. Now he swings out for another bite, but doesn't hit it.
Flick's playing ahead of this smoke. There's even a second player just behind it in towards Donut. Flick can take the contact, fall back in, and then bait in this SMG, but Kicker is a perfect flashbang of Fame. Doesn't need any support.
Yeah, great utility, and Kicker, well, he started off with that flashbang. Now he wants to get a couple of kills into the feed of his own. Walking forward, did he spot the shoulder of Frozen there? Well, either way, he's going to fall back, and Frozen gets a chance, but not going to hit the shot.
It looks a little bit scary. MOUZ drop a lurk smoke. They're trying to fake that there's only one player there. Instead, it's the entire roster. Now Dexter needs to try and recover. We've seen him hit some Deagle shots, but only one in the feed for him.
Flawless start to this CT side for Outsiders. I mean, the first 2 rounds came down to the wire. They were defuses that were very clutch at the end, but that one feels a little bit more confident. It was, just a few pistols into the mix, a bit of a shonky buy, but even still looking a lot more calm and collected.
Yeah, time will tell into this round, especially with the full investment coming out for MOUZ. We could kind of get a real insight into what way this pendulum will swing. Will it be MOUZ? Will it be Outsiders? We're about to find out. No AWP for Torji.
xertioN 22 for 9 was 20 for 3, so he's definitely slowed down as these rounds have progressed. Looking like a fight now towards round. Norbert trying to repeat what Dexter was getting up to on the other side, but comes out behind. Frozen gets the kill, but Flit is doubled up through the smoke, sprays them both down. Doesn't need to see either. Here's Dexter, though, does find Kicker in response.
3 versus 3. Dexter being brought down low. Control established in towards middle, but the issue you've got is that Outsiders have no idea if there's a player out on A. So that needs to be accounted for. Fame can sit back in towards the donut. xertioN going to get caught off guard.
Yeah, it's a big kill to find onto him. He spotted one player, so now they know where 2 are. But Dexter's low. He's got that bomb. That was spotted over to A ramp, but it was quite a while ago. JDC has gotten a lot of control, but there's a push coming from the CTs as well.
That's that information. If he just keeps going here, he can just stay. But it could be a little bit of a ruse. There is a gap in towards middle. When's this internal timer for James going to kick in?
Yeah, this is the question. What does JDC decide to do here? It all hinges on him. James, that internal timer does tick off, the egg timer buzzing, but this is the fight that could determine the round. Dexter walking through.
He's
Will he
behind
catch
him.
off Fame? Gonna be catching off. No, the timing eludes. Dexter doesn't spot him. And now he makes his way back towards A. Both of them silent as they make their way through the site. But Fame, he is gonna find JDC.
Oh my goodness me. That's perfect as well. But he thinks it's a lurk. No time. Dexter can deploy this utility in towards Donut. James trying to line this one up, and he will, even with the USP.
Yeah, they knew Dexter was low from earlier from that engagement. He'd been dinked by the M4, so the USP has switched out. A lot easier to hit that shot than the AWP where you get the single bullet.
That round was full of timings that could have gone either way. But that's what's interesting to see is how aggressive Outsiders were being. They had 4 players within the first 15 seconds in middle out shelf.
Yeah, I like that they were fighting. Flit, he doubles up there, pulling off what xertioN was doing on the other side, right? It's complete mirror action, and now, look, the scores are almost mirrored too.
I mean, you take a look at the impact that xertioN was trying to find on the CT side, that's because you still get a lot more room on the defense. You can set the tempo, and you can dictate when these fights are going to take place. As soon as that is removed out of the equation, it becomes a whole lot harder to try and find them.
That's where the importance of having the T presence at both ramp and mid comes through, because Flick can just stand up there on ledge, back turn towards elbow, and just shoot down and kill 2 in the smoke.
And now look at what that's done to the economy. MOUZ, despite getting these bomb plants, they can't do it. It has to just be a partial play. It has to just be the Deagles. Again, though, it is A. That's the priority.
They've been liking to come here on these ladder buys. Well, actually, a lot of these rounds generally. The fight has been difficult over towards B because of that utility is conditioning them. And look, I mean, look at the control they've established. It allows Outsiders to rotate another player over. They've got Flit up close in Donut as well. All the pieces are here that even if MOUZ do run through this and try and overwhelm. The rotations will be fast.
And they can come in from any direction, right? You've got Flip that can come in through Donut. You've got the backup, potentially a Jame that can swing out towards CT. All it hinges on is Fame just staying alive. That's a great grenade to open up proceedings.
It's going to fall back, though, and this is at the time that the smokes start to come through. JDC can start to take space. Fame, he's flashed off the angle. And Jame, he's smoked off. This could be a way in. Split. Donut is completely oh my god, Fame! He's just run through. Kick out with another flashbang to set up the kills.
Really well worked. Now Torji's trying to step in. If he can catch out Jame here, that's a way back in. 4 versus 2. Torji runs out of bullets in the magazine. JDC cannot find anything on his adventure, and Norbert locks it in.
Once again, it's a Fame multi-kill on the A bomb site. They cannot punish him. He comes up big every single time. The flashbang for Kicker was absolutely perfect. Every single one of them blinded, all stacked. You can see he's just spraying them down with reckless abandon.
And the fact that Jame can just then reposition, posture in, take that fight on towards A main. As soon as he takes the shot, he's dynamic, moves all the way back in. No opportunity for that trade.
That was just the pistols. Do want to keep that one in mind. It was always going to be a tricky one. They found their way in, but never felt comfortable. This is the round with the rifles out. Torji, AWP, tries to go for the opener. xertioN has now taken that control in mid.
He needs to find this opener. Flit is in towards red. Look at this information play, though. Fame this time has pushed all the way through A.
Yeah, he's got that completely locked in, and that allows him to leave the rest of the map open. Donut is a hole in the defense, and so that's where Flit is now taking the peek in. Frozen putting contact over towards Cave, not going to be spotting anyone in Jaguar, and here is Fame. JDC going to be lurking right through, does look aware of it, but Fame hits the shot.
Smoke misses in towards middle. There's that gap. It is being accounted for. Look at the rotations. James plugs the gap in towards mid with the AWP. Flit deploys that incendiary. Can even pick up another one potentially with his reposition.
Yeah, 2 players over here. Fame in towards A main. Flip on this narrow angle. All of MOUZ have moved over towards the donut. Now Outsiders have the perfect read. They're going to be committing off this. Flash comes through. It's good to blind them so they can find their way through. And Incendiary blocks off Flit as well. Fame, he's deep in the backlines, and he can just sit here. The bomb's going to come through. James just poking out with a smoke, drops it. Just boldly dropping that one out in the open, but that enables Flit a way in. And now he can start to find space here. They've gotten all the control. James, even through the smoke, hits xertioN. Dexter on the side, he does find Fame. That's huge, and he's looking for more. Looking for this fight onto Norbert. He's done it. Frozen deals the kick out. MOUZ are finding a way into this.
They are, but Flit in between the backlines. James, he's locking off this donut position. The timer is ticking down low. Outsiders with only 1 kit need to find a way out, and they can't. They're going to concede this one to MOUZ.
They had everything in the right place there. All the players but Dexter. You can't account for that. Fantastic double kill. Locks down the entrance from CT. And despite the ground that Jame had taken, pushing out through Temple, dropping smokes, killing players through the smoke. Doesn't matter when Dexter is doming everybody.
What's really clever about the fact that obviously MOUZ, they find the success. They know that Fame was all the way over in A main the entire time. Their afterplants is just xertioN in this smoke, trying to disrupt. You got Dexter in towards default, not exposed from A main. Then the remainder is in towards Donut, and they've got that trading setup established.
And the important thing is, after Dexter gets that double, he never reveals himself again, and they just feel like they have to deal with him. They can't find their way in. So he just stays alive, plays around the boxes, and wins them the round. They're first on the T side.
Need a whole lot more, though. Dexter setting up this flashbang for xertioN. That smoke comes in at the perfect moment for Outsiders. They've got all of the control, but again, there's a little bit of a gap in towards A.
Yeah, and JDC is looking to exploit it. Lurking through. Went down to Fame last time on that deep push. Frozen's the one lurking over towards A this time. A bit of mid-presence being felt by xertioN. Good Molotov. Fame has to drop a smoke to deal with it, and now he's trying to play around these boxes, repositioning towards Donut, where he has the support of Jame.
xertioN being peppered down in towards middle, but the main fight point of the attack will be JDC on this boost. Can he find anything, or can he just even tuck in? That smoke has hit him.
Yeah, it's gotten stuck on him. That's a missed smoke. Now they have to commit another one, and well, there isn't one. That was their only smoke, their only way into this one. Now they have to go for the contact. Fame's looking for it himself, trying to play around this smoke, and he catches JDC on the drop down. Torji was trying to set up the flashbang to enable a way in, but xertioN might have done it. That's a kill onto Flit, and Frozen starts to activate towards B.
Now he can make his move. Frozen, this all hinges on him. Norbert stepped in. This gunfight is going to be absolutely critical to this round. If Frozen wins it, it's a way in.
Still a player in kick out in towards cave. Frozen catches the timing. Norbert falls back after that initial volley, and Frozen has just walked all the way up, catches Fame off guard, and now Norbert, he's trying to account for it, trying to find this duel set up in the crossfire, and xertioN walks straight into it, but now they know exactly where he is, and it's a bait throw. Kickert in the cave, doing everything. Dexter, all on his shoulders, doubles up, and now it's the battle of the IGLs, punching in the ditch. It's a few seconds left, but it doesn't matter. The AWP hits the shot.
The bomb doesn't even go down. What a contact crossfire established by Norbert and Kickert. That was absolutely incredible, and that really makes sure that outsiders get that round in. What a performance. Kickert's been baited in this entire time, and Dexter tries his absolute hardest, but can't get past the IGL on the other end.
The thing is, Kickert's the one getting baiting in there, but still Norbert gets a double, right? Like, that's a fantastic setup between the two of them.
It's the fact he just walks in ahead of the utility. Frozen catches the timing. Well, guess what? So does Norbert.
No bomb plant, but they're still going to invest into it. The lost bonus, and Frozen, he's feeling the heat. Brought down to half, but he has managed to get a little bit advanced here. Flash coming through for a peek. Not going to spot him. James is holding with the AWP though, so if Frozen so much as pokes his head off, it is being removed.
And that just hurts into the previous as well, right? Because you never wanted to go in towards B. You had to use Frozen in his lurk because that smoke missed the entire time. Also, that allowed Fame the information that JDC was up there, spotted the shadow, accounted for it.
xertioN trying to catch the jiggle peek off, but again, it's another bait and switch setup. Flit, he's tucked in deep into Donut. It's that double Donut setup. xertioN has made his way to Red House though, and James is feeling a little bit uneasy about it. He's repositioned to try and hold.
That's a nice smoke. That locks off the B rotations. James, he's still holding though in between the CT spawn. Jiggle allows xertioN a gap. It's going to be a split in towards A.
Gap in that smoke as well, but doesn't seem to matter. James rotating over, and well, that's actually just pushed him right into where the rest of the attack's coming through. JDC manages to dodge, but can't dodge the bullets of Fame, who doubles up. Torji goes down as well. The bomb in the open. xertioN, they know you're here, but still, Kicker does go down, and he's holding for more. xertioN might have just done it, but the bomb is still in the open. They have to find James. They have to find Fame, and James is on the side with a Tech 9. Fame has found Dexter as well, and they're still fighting. It's all now onto xertioN, and there's Fame.
That's that double donut setup coming into full effect. Fame took the first contact, fell back in. Flit was actually found by Dexter on that mid lurk, but when you try to read the kill feed, it gets a little bit difficult. So that trade immediately comes in from Fame, and he even finds the fourth. What a hold from the A anchor.
Felt like xertioN had almost done enough there, but the fact that the bomb gets dropped in the open, they can't recover that. They can't then split towards B where they had the opening. A great double up there from James and Fame, just playing to perfection.
There's no money now for MOUZ. They can't invest back in. I just want to cast your minds back. This first half was 10-5. The scoreline is now 12-11. And, well, MOUZ, they've won one round this entire half.
Not only was it 10-5, it was 8-0 at one stage. Remember, they started to find that resurgence in the tail end of the half. And they've carried it over to the CT side. MOUZ finding a bit of it difficult now that they're on the offense.
The issue you've got is that xertioN, yes, he can't find the same impact he was, but also your next highest player is Dexter, your IGL. You've got all of these pieces. MOUZ need to all start firing. Fame coming in. Oh, it's so easy for Flit and Fame. Shut down in towards middle. Outsiders, they get 13.
F's in chat and F's in the server as the two double F's get 4 kills in the round. Kicker closes it out with the MP9. And Outsiders, they are now within 3 rounds of going to the finals.
Torji AWP, that's the difference. Don't think we've really seen that yet from him purchased. So maybe they can elevate him on B ramp, take the initial fight in. Initiative, that's the name of the game now for MOUZ.
Even if we see the Torji with the AWP, the fact of the matter is he's not hitting as many shots as he needs to. He needs to be finding these openings. Mentioned he was quiet on Mirage, but he needs to be loud here when it matters most.
There's that bomb making its way over towards B initially. AWP in hot pursuit. It's just these Molotovs each and every time just forcing either the extinguish of a smoke grenade or just the presence. Flit finds xertioN.
Torji brought down low by the long-range MP9 spam as well. Starting to crumble here are MOUZ Norbert. He did so much work a few rounds prior on this B hit, and he's here again with Kickert.
Again, the second player in towards mid. It all hinges on this B attack. Kickert with the MP9 says no. Dexter drops that bomb, tries to create more space. 2 versus 4, but that's where Norbert chimes in. Torji, AWP, has to find everything, but Flit can catch him out. I thought it was going to be another no-scope moment.
There was half a second there, the gun not quite ready after getting off the bomb. He needed a millisecond more to be able to hit that, and I truly believe he would have, but he still would have had to have found 2 more. It was a difficult clutch situation regardless, and it comes from the fact that Outsiders, all this aggression in towards mid, is paying off every single time.
Would have loved a bomb plant there for MOUZ. It would have just helped that little bit more. Because now you come into things, yes, they can invest, but they've not got too much utility.
Looking once again for this opener, a bit of damage onto xertioN, doesn't quite hit the mark. They're going back towards A. Flit in towards Donut. Fame. Holding back, more passive now towards CT. The smoke normally comes through here to give up this vision. Dexter being boosted up for the elevated angle, but this is where Flit has come up big time and time. A shadow spotted, but no, not quite ready for Dexter, but somehow manages to stay alive. Dropping utility, and Dexter has come and punished. Fame still finds a kill, but there's xertioN in mid.
Much better. Much better for MOUZ. However, Fame is here. 27-16, by the way. Punches in these digits does JDC. 3 versus 3. Norbert wins out the fight in Donut.
Yeah, it's a huge kill to find. Now they feel uncomfortable. This late flank from Frozen is so far away. xertioN and JDC have to come up big, but now it's just xertioN. Well, now it is just Frozen, the only one left, and there's a smoke blocking off all his vision. They're jumping onto the bomb now, trying to spam through. Oh my god, he almost hits it, runs out of bullets. Oh, it's unfortunate for Frozen. Can't quite clutch it out.
He will never know how close that was, but it was the difference between 1 extra bullet in the magazine. The late Donut lurk nearly works out, but as a result, Outsiders, they are on series point.
Now, you mentioned this, Brandon, right? The kills for Fame. Top of the server now. If you cast your minds back, xertioN was 20 for 3. No one else was double digits. Now he's being out-fragged.
When you called out that fact, the entire roster of Outsiders had 26 kills combined as a total.
Well, now Fame is 1 more than that, 27 for him. His entire squad looking completely different on the CT side, and now they've found themselves map and series point in a round that looked like it was all MOUZ's.
It's another perfect retake coming in from Outsiders. It's just the fact that they isolate the gunfights perfectly. That key factor was that Donut kill. If Norbert doesn't find that, it becomes tricky.
This is an exciting matchup to be watching as well. The fact that it's going all the distance. This is that opening matchup at the Major, right? Dexter, you cannot be saving strats for the Major.
No, bring him out now. MOUZ need an opportunity. Away, back in. This time, double incendiaries in towards mid for MOUZ allows them opportunity. Even these smokes, it's a gap at the very least.
All right, xertioN go kill. That's the strat's been working so far. He's taking control in towards mid. Flit, he's fully blind on this peak, but xertioN just walked through. Oh no, Flit, no. Well, could he be winning that?
Oh, that's rough. He could even flash and escape. xertioN clears the wrong corner first. And now Outsiders are just 4 rounds away from booking their place in ESL Challenger Rotterdam final.
Frozen spots out Kicker, but what can you do? No utility to flash out, no Molotov. The only one's on Torji.
Look at the setup as well. 3 players in towards B. Guess where that bomb is? It all hinges on Dexter. Can this mid-timing be the difference here for MOUZ?
Outsiders are going to account for this. You can see they're holding back already. The fact that they got 4 players here, this advanced position. Norbert goes to check it, but starts to make his way back, and Dexter's walkthrough removes Jame. That's the way in now. Torji's found another. They're making this work. JDC wins out as well.
Is he going to be ready for the second player in Kicker? Yes, he is, but he can't quite line it up. Kicker 1 versus 2, and MOUZ need to try and stay alive.
They know exactly where he is. They can plant in the open so that Dexter can hold from CT. He can only come from 1 of 2 positions. Rap is where he's making his way up. Frozen is holding for this, and Dexter can swing, but doesn't come in time. Kick it, almost pulls it off, but Dexter clutches out.
That's the one thing you don't expect. You don't expect Dexter to immediately go for that trade. Maybe just try and whittle down the clock a little bit, but no utility, running out of options. It needs a hero, and MOUZ, they come up with an answer.
Signs of life from MOUZ after they lose the opener as well. It's Dexter walking in the back line, trying to drag his team through this one, catches off Jame and just sends the CTs into disarray.
There's so much money for Outsiders, though. They can just keep reinvesting. Jame on the AWP. It's aggressive out middle. Here comes the fight. Fame and Jame combine. 2-man advantage now for Outsiders.
Frozen looking desperate, and it's not going to reward him with a kill. Norbert punishes JDC and Torji. What can you do? Not a lot. Torji falls. JDC, the only one remaining. And 5 CTs on the other side. Outsiders looking primed to take that position in the finals.
He was the hero in Cologne. The crowd were all behind him, but now in Rotterdam, can JDC survive? Gets the first, but now needs a full house. Otherwise, the Outsiders will potentially completely ruin their dreams. Kickert does lock that one in after a very explosive series. Outsiders are through to the final.
Rotterdam, we can hear you. Outsiders, they take the map. They're going through to the finals, looking dominant on Ancient. Send MOUZ home.
What a recovery, especially on that CT side. I mean, that was an 8-0 start, as you mentioned, but Outsiders dig in deep. They love to go the distance. You can see how much it means to them.
xertioN did every